Hey everyone, tonight it's WWF Magazine, January 1990. Jake the Snake, of course, the cover wrestler with his snake Damien. And also in this magazine, Hulk Hogan, his fiercest battles of 1989. Demolition, can they counter the Colossal Connection? The Warrior ambushed. Bravo and accomplice to face the Rage. And Bad News Brown, he's big, bitter, and hungry for a belt. The Bolsheviks vow to terrorize the bushwhackers. The Bolsheviks, Nikolai Zolkov and Boris Zhukov, have set their sights on the wild and boisterous bushwhackers, Luke and Butch. The Bolsheviks feel that the bushwhackers disgrace the quality of professional wrestling. Tugboat Thomas has come ashore in the World Wrestling Federation, and he's intent on moving full steam ahead until he meets some of the best wrestlers in the WWF. A man of titanic power, Tugboat sends Barry Horowitz off the top turnbuckle. Thomas covers the rugged Brooklyn Brawler for one of his first big victories. Undoubtedly, Tugboat will be a force to be reckoned with in the squared circle. WWF interview, a talk with the genius. Since aligning himself with Mr. Perfect, the genius has been taking poetic pokes at World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan. The genius believes that Mr. Perfect's athletic ability and wrestling knowledge are far better than that of the Hulkster. Extolling Mr. Perfect's virtues has fast become a genius trademark, and at every chance he lets anyone listening know all about Mr. P. However, Hogan has had enough of the genius's claims, and last month on Saturday night's main event, he wrestled the WWF scholar in front of millions. Now the self-professed world's smartest man has some things to say about himself, Hogan, and of course Mr. Perfect. As you will soon discover, the genius's words of wisdom might leave you a trifle perplexed. Battle of the Titans, Hulk Hogan's greatest matches of 1989. Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage. At WrestleMania 5, Hulk Hogan squared off with then World Wrestling Federation champion Macho Man Randy Savage. During this wild bout, the Hulkster took control of things and crushed the Macho King with a big elbow drop. Moments afterwards, Hulk had his hand raised in victory. Hulk Hogan versus the Big Boss Man. Hulk's first title defense after WrestleMania 5 was against the Boss Man. Before the match, Zeus blocked Hogan's entrance and knocked Hulk down. Although battered, Hulk managed to pound the boss man, preventing him from winning. In midsummer, Hogan took on the Honky Tonk Man. Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake versus Zeus and Macho King Randy Savage. Hulk goes to body slam Zeus in SummerSlam, left. Above, Savage aims his elbow at Hogan's neck. In the end, Hulk nailed Zeus with a loaded purse. In the year ahead, Mr. Perfect will go after the title holder. As we move into 1990, a new crop of challengers seems to be gunning after Hogan and his title. Men such as the Widowmaker, Bad News Brown, and Mr. Perfect are making promises that they will beat the Hulkster when they wrestle him. Of them all, Mr. Perfect seems to be the most intent on bringing the champion to his knees. But if anything can be learned from Hulk's matches of this past year, then it is that Mr. Perfect and many others are in for a blast of Hulkamania if they plan to topple World Wrestling Federation champion Hulk Hogan. Jake the Snake Roberts, does he have a death wish? Despite his immense popularity, Jake the Snake Roberts is a man with a heart of stone. If having a heart means that you know the sensation of fear, Jake the Snake Roberts is heartless, he says, caressing his python Damien. You know, Ted DiBiase put me through a lot of emotional and physical agony when he nearly crippled me with a neck injury, and my friends tell me I should be scared. After all, if he did it to me once, he can do it again. But I've thought long and hard about this, trying to sort my true feelings out, and I don't know the sensation of fright. All I know is the anger that boils inside me, and how that anger is going to make DiBiase a very sorry person. Roberts is possessed. It is evident in his burning eyes, his heavy breathing during conversation, and his fixation with DiBiase. To hear it from Jake, his neck injuries have healed. The scars from the incident, he continues, never will. With Damien clutched in his hands, Robert says that he will hound the $1 Million champion until he encounters him in the ring. DiBiase, however, scoffs at the Snake's words, believing that he is not capable of making good on his promises. Jake and DiBiase are complete wrestlers, able to strike with many punishing moves. Roberts uses a short arm clothesline to disable the opposition, while DiBiase opts for his $1 Million dream. Jake DiBiase clash will be furious. If bodyguard Virgil interferes, then Jake would handle him in the same manner as his employer. Zeus is going down. The Hulksters in Violet vow. They met on the set of the smash motion picture No Holds Barred. At first, the envy harbored by Zeus, the human wrecking machine of WWF heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan was masked, but deep within Zeus's brooding soul, thunderclouds were forming. Playing the role of Rip, the movie's WWF champion, the Hulkster clashed with Zeus on film, and then, as Zeus's envy of Hogan's stardom festered into fury, the two men clashed in the ring. Zeus was aided in his quest to destroy Hogan by another man who harbored deep jealousy and hatred of the Hulkster, Macho King Randy Savage. Hogan found an ally in Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who had reasons of his own to get back at Savage and his witchy manager, sensational Queen Sherry. They battled, and as fans know, the Hulkster and Brutus emerged triumphant. Still, the Hulkster's victory over Zeus was just that, a win, but not of sufficient impact to eliminate the menace of the snarling, raging wrecking machine, or to dampen his desire to totally smash Hulk and all he stands for. On December 27th, WWF champion Hulk Hogan is determined to destroy Zeus, the human wrecking machine, when they do battle in a steel cage match. Above, Hulk axe handles Zeus. Top left, joining Hogan again is Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Together, these tag team partners will clash in the cage with Zeus and Macho King Randy Savage. The ultimate ambush. Dino Bravo and a mysterious Leviathan Pearl Harbor the Ultimate Warrior. After suckering the Ultimate Warrior into a trap, Canadian strongman Dino Bravo dropped a vicious elbow on the Intercontinental Champion. During this test of strength that Dino Bravo requested, he did push-ups with Jimmy Hart on his back. The crowd laughed at Bravo's small achievement, so Hart picked a behemoth named Canadian Earthquake from the audience and had him first watch Dino exercise. Then he had Earthquake sit on Bravo's back while he did push-ups. The Warrior readied himself for Bravo's challenge. Earthquake collapsed the Warrior when he pressed his weight down. Prostrate, the Warrior was then victimized by both men. Bad News Brown has declared Tunney plays favorites. Bad News Brown has cut a path of destruction and pain in the World Wrestling Federation, leaving a trail of broken bodies covered with bruises in his wake. Brown has defeated virtually everyone he has wrestled, making his record almost impeccable. However, Bad News feels that there is some sort of conspiracy working against him when it comes to receiving title matches. Furthermore, this lethal loner from the streets of Harlem believes that WWF President Jack Tunney and WWF Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan are both behind it. You think Bad News Brown is stupid? Brown wonders aloud, grasping his bearded chin with his black glove. You think Bad News Brown don't know what's going on here? That's right, your hero, Hollywood Hogan, is being protected by that other spineless cockroach, WWF President Jack Tunney. Hollywood Hogan's begging Tunney not to sign a match between me and him, 'cause he knows that Bad News Brown will beat him. Well, if you want to play favorites, Tunney, then Bad News Brown is going to have to make a statement. Making a statement with his actions, Brown easily dismantled Scott Colton and Ricky Casey in a handicap bout. Bad News, along with his desire to battle Hogan, has also targeted the Ultimate Warrior in Dusty Rhodes. Heenan seeks the tag team belts again. Can Demolition cope with the Colossal Connection? This past fall, manager Bobby the Brain Heenan introduced his Colossal Connection, the team of Andre the Giant and Haku, to the WWF. Almost instantly, the Brain pointed his two prodigious athletes to WWF Tag Team Champions Axe and Smash of Demolition, whom Andre has battled once before. In Haku, Demolition has a ferocious opponent who takes pleasure in incapacitating his foes. Likewise, Axe and Smash have built a reputation for administering pain. The Body and the Bucks. Jesse arrives at the stadium in custom style. The Body talks strategy with Buccaneers owner Hugh Culverhouse. Jesse with Tampa Bay's star fullback Donnie Elder. A dyed-in-the-wool fan of the WWF. Afraid of the big bad bear? Not the Body. WWF Lowdown. WWF stars attend autograph session. WWF Tag Team Champions Axe and Smash of Demolition were among the wrestlers who signed autographs for youngsters in Los Angeles. Rick Martel, the model. Rick Martel's ego has skyrocketed in recent months. The Brooklyn Brawler has a new maneuver. Dusty Rhodes has a plan for the Big Boss Man. Bret Hitman Hart. Since Bret Hitman Hart was featured in our sister publication, WWF Spotlight, he has received tons of fan mail from Hitman disciples who want to learn more about the popular Madman. Most of these letters, says Bret, are authored by enthusiastic teenagers, particularly with young women. The Macho King calls a Reds baseball game. Wrestler's rebuttal. Don't bet the house against me, by the Widowmaker. Caught in the act. Sensational Queen Sherry often meddles in the action when the Macho King Randy Savage wrestles. Sometimes she even gets manhandled, this time by Superfly Jimmy Snuka. However, if Sherry interferes in the cage match between Savage and Zeus against Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake, she'll be in hot water. Every man for himself. 30 participants. Royal Rumble. Sunday afternoon, January 21st. Live, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Live on pay-per-view.
I wanna feel